Okay, Italian league today. We got Perugia versus US Battery Grottolina, whatever. Videx is their short name, I guess they call themselves. I don't know. But they actually have some good players on their team, some really good players on their team. So Demyanenko is one of the starting middles for the Canadian national team. Petkovic, can't remember where he's from. I'm pretty sure he's a big lefty guy. Federicis an outside, I think, if I can remember correctly. Some really good players. Pekovic obviously gets the most for these for Videx, but then Perugia, obviously stacked lineup. Gianelli, the setter, Italian national team. Bentara. I heard that Bentara might switch national teams and go to Poland for some reason, but I mean, if he wants to compete at the world stage, yeah, whatever. Because I think he's from Tunisia. But anyways, my favorite player, Ishikawa, Semeniuk. We got some ballers. So yeah, let's get into it. Cool. Camperoni starting us off there. A reverse flow to Bentara right off the bat here. It's a weird move by the middle there. I wonder why he got beat so bad. Oh, he just got faked out and then he was just like, all right, I'm gonna put my hands up. Stuff happens, whatever. Floater. This guy's on the Italian national team as well, that middle that just served. Demianenko takes it on the serve receive off the tape and just runs it. And that's why I think it's so important for middles to be able to take the passes off the tape is like it doesn't mess with your route at all, and it just makes it so much easier for the outsides and the libero to not have to worry about those short balls, you know. And obviously, there's going to be some weird ones where um where like it goes even shorter and you have to dive, but those ones nobody else is going to be able to get. So like the middle has to get those. What a defensive move here. Who's this? Who's this libero? Marchisio must be some Italian kid. He's good. He's got that kind of Grebenikov type of defense where he's just like shuffling around everywhere. Hey, yeah, Petkovic. Okay, he's not a lefty. He's a righty. Hmm, I was wrong. Sorry, everybody. Gianelli runs it fast here. Personally, I'm not a fan of running it fast here, especially if you miss him outside. If you're setting it from this angle, you have to miss inside, or else Smanik is just trapped. Like the outside just has no options there. But like if you're running that fast tempo, it just has to be a really good set, you know? Bentara letting it loose down the line there. And I think they're kind of just giving up a sliver of line there, not giving too much up. A nice shot here. This is a shot that can be used very, very well. You can't overuse it or else the defense is just gonna pick it up easily and every time. But like maybe once, maybe twice a game, you could probably use that shot. Um, hey, Demyanenko playing some defense here. Sitting in, going off his chest, getting his hands on it, getting under it. An interesting ball. Imperfect pass goes to the outside there. Decent defense by Semeniuk. Ishikawa. This is Ishikawa's favorite swing, I would assume. Like for auto system, going sharp, challenging that third blocker. It works out usually. And again, that works out right there too. So it makes sense. Perfect pass. This is the drift route. That's nice. This right here is why the pop route works and why so many people want to use it is because if this middle jumps early with the middle, then you have so much space over here and it's just an easy money swing. It has to be like you can't give it away early or else this guy's going to jump with you. Like if it's obvious that you're going to jump away from the ball, jump away from the setter, then the middle's going to jump with you and then it's going to be like you at your less athletic form going against a big blocker. And you don't want that. You want to make it, you want to show that late. You want to do that late. Yeah. This is not, if he's trying to reuse here, that's not the right, like, not the right way to do it. And if you're trying to go over the top, he completely missed. Yeah, that's not, yeah. I don't know what that shot was supposed to be, but it didn't work out. That's for sure. Reverse flow to Pekovic. Off the hands. He's not aiming for the court here. Again, I've told you guys this a few times. Like if you're going for hands, you usually, unless you're contacting it at a really, really high point, you usually don't even want to aim for the court. You just want to aim way outside of it. Bentar is coming from a real far distance there, but he's still just so athletic. This is kind of like the mirror. Oh, is this okay? So this is row one. This is row one. So he's front row. Bentar is actually front row here. Wow. So this isn't very common where they have the right side run all the way around. That's not very common, but dang, man. Dang. That's pretty crazy. Not, I don't know. I mean, it worked out, so I can't really say too much about it. But if they're at this level, then they can do whatever they want, pretty much. Yeah, and like as a triple blocker, this isn't a perfect close. Like obviously, you wish you were here. It makes it more cement, I guess you could say. But even like no matter what, even as that triple blocker, even if you're not closing, no matter where you are, you have to press over the net. That's the number one thing when you're blocking. Unless the guy's hitting at 12 feet and you have to reach up to him. But still, I just want to see this tempo here. It's interesting. Okay. It's good tempo. I don't know who this Petkovic guy is. I can't remember. I think I looked him up a while back. This guy right here, he doesn't make a full swing block move. He kind of just like hops into it, but then he jumps over towards the ball. If you see somewhere like you're jumping and you see the ball's further, you have to jump towards the ball. Ideally you want to get your feet there, then jump straight up to where the ball is. But sometimes fast tempo or whatever, it's not always going to work. It's not always going to be perfect. But in an ideal situation, you want to get your feet there where you're blocking and go straight up. But in certain situations, you just have to straight up be athletic, go get the ball. I like this run. He's just missing him low here. And it still gets him out of system here. Ishikawa. Yeah, right here. Ishikawa beats that triple blocker sharp all the time, man. And he does it by going so far outside of his body with his arm. Like he's swinging almost sideways with it to get at this angle here. Like he's swinging and then he just drops his shoulder and drops his thumb so much. It's really nice. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, Ishikawa was my favorite player. I think here, I'll show you guys something real quick. I checked this out to see if Ishikawa had a good game. Detailed stats, attack. Ishikawa was 13 for 17. So he had 13 kills on 17 attempts, zero errors. Dude went off. Okay. This is a really good game for him. Let's see this one more time. Good serve. Out of system. Way out of system. They got to put over a free ball. Let's see how they run their offense here. Okay, so they're going over the top route, middle, run the middle. Yeah, and with perfect passes, you really do have to just get the middle. On perfect passes, the middle should be getting a lot of balls. Okay, because when the pass isn't perfect, you can't go to the middle anymore. So like you need to be able to feed the middle, and middles need to be trustworthy in those scenarios as well. Just trying to do the math on Ishikawa's swings. Good swing again, off the hands. You're going against good blockers. Don't even try to swing around them. Don't even try to do anything. Just go for this. This is a very easy thing to do is just swing high off their hands, deep past the court. 13 divided by 17. Ishikawa hit 764. So point 0.765 in this game. And again, the same thing. I think it's the same exact swing that he had on the other ones where he just swings extra sharp on that triple block. And he has to contact it at a really high point too. Like look at how fully extended his arm is here so that he can hit this angle. Really important, really good swing there. And I think that's 3 times in a row that he's swung that same exact swing um, on out of system play. Good run. Another kill by Ishikawa, of course. He's having a great game. Mm. But but even though Ishikawa was having an incredible game and hit 765, Bentara still got more swings than him, which is fair enough. Ooh, yeah, wow. This is a good swing. And you're gonna get into situations where you just have to get weird. Like look at how much he's leaning. Look at how much he's leaning so that he can get his arm around the ball and still and hit it this angle. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Look at how he leans his body so that he can get around the ball. You're gonna have to move your body, you're gonna have to lean, you're gonna have to move your arm around different ways just so then you can hit the right angles if you want to hit with range. Like, yeah, you can hit the hardest when you're hitting a perfect ball that's right in front of you. 1% of sets are perfect. Okay, maybe even less. Maybe even 0%. This Libero, he's kind of struggling now. I said good things about him and now he's getting aced and stuff. Come on, man. Come on. On the outside here. It's a good read. On this situation, when the ball gets moved down here and the setter's going from here, as a six spot attacker, I always lean towards that cross corner just because the angle is coming, like the angle that the set's coming from. It just makes it so much easier to hit that cross instead of to hit line there. So it's just I go cross because it's just like it makes sense. That's Libero, man. It's not a bad move. He just needs a little bit more push off so that he can cover a little bit more space. Yeah, like look how soft he pushes off. Like he should be pushing off this right foot of his really, really hard so he can cover a ton of space. But that's an ace to finish the first set. Ishikawa with an ace. Barely even reacts. Good stuff, good stuff. Doesn't close the block here. And if I'm this middle, he's cheating over a little bit. Like obviously he's not perfectly in the center of the court. He cheats over a little bit, but he still isn't able to close that block. Yeah. But he presses over, this isn't a bad block move by any means because he has to wait for the middle and he does put up a pretty clean block, but just the guy attacks right in the seam there. It just doesn't work out. But I mean it's not I wouldn't say it's a terrible block move, but you'll see some people like this is a better block move, I would say. Feet wise, footwork wise, I'd say this is a better block move. He closes much better, but look at how high he's reaching. He's not pressing over the net again, like I said earlier. Like pressing over the net on your blocks is the most important thing. Okay, even if you're blocking, if you're not closing the block, you still need to press. Again, same here. He got the block because he pressed so far over here. Look at that's a really clean triple block. And it doesn't have to be a super big swing block because they're just standing blocking. I'm trying to see what, okay, yeah, he does. But they press over the net. They're super stable. There's no gaps in the block. There's no chance of them getting tooled, really. This is a nice swing right here, just finding a way to find the angle, get around it. And you have to be really extreme with those angles if you're going against a good blocker. You have to be very extreme with your angles because that guy was going extreme line, but yet he still hit the block. Like he's not he has to go as far around his range as he can so that he can, even if he still is touching the block, it's still just chipping off instead of hitting the block and going down. Again, like I said, when the ball gets moved down in the court, as a six spot defender, I usually shade cross because the further it gets moved down, the less likely they are to swing line, I would say. Just because of the angle that the set's coming from. But right there, you can swing wherever you want. Ishikawa. This is a weird one. I'm not sure where this middle's running. I'm not sure if Ishikawa was supposed to be right on him or over top of him. That's probably a little bit of a miscommunication, but Ishikawa still swings hard, swings towards a corner. And Demyanenko just didn't press enough. Same thing as I said earlier. You have to press over the net because if you're not pressing over the net, you're going to get tooled. It's all about angles, and that's just straight geometry and physics right there. Out of system, puts it up. Oh, somebody needs to be there. This is tough. Yeah, and I mean, while this is happening, Ishikawa is just kind of standing here waiting. But yeah, I mean, Gianelli kind of expects Ishikawa to be up there to do the thing in the jig, do the out of six set or hit type of thing. Semenya, good arm swing. Let's see how far back he pulls here. Look at how far. Look at the arm swing. I'm gonna go frame by frame for y'all. Okay, look at the arm swing. Check the arm swing. It's not the most whippy arm swing, but it's a pretty clean arm swing. Really good hand contact there. Puts him out of system. Really nice. Really nice block. Good press. Press towards that ball, you know. Really good hand contact again by Semenya. Breaks through the seam here. And I would say when the setter's running that far forward, you don't need to cheat this much. And he's probably trying to kind of guard the middle a bit. But I would expect this middle connection to be subpar to say the least. So I don't need to cheat that much because I don't want to give up this seam right here, you know. But that's to each their own. This guy's doing some high level stuff. I trust that he knows what he's doing. I'm just saying, in a perfect world, I would say to leave that one alone a little bit more. Let's run this. Okay. That's a good move. Goes with the hands. He's kind of lucky that it was a misconnection, but still. And that's a nice swing right there. That's a nice swing. He knows he's got a huge triple block up. He honestly has zero court available to him, but since it's outside the pin, he has to aim to go off of these hands out of bounds here, and he does it, and it's a really nice swing there. Really nice choice by that outside. Yeah, Todorov. Todorov. I don't know who he is, but really good choice there. Use the hands, stay high, just chip it off the block there. Choice, good choice. Now, Libero's just getting a lot of touches on defense. Lots of just little touches that just are pesty, you know? And again, I've said this before. If you get someone to jump, if you're going to get someone to jump, set that person. So Gianelli, almost every time he jumps, if I'm blocking him, I'm blocking against him, I'm getting scared because his setter dump is diabolical. So every time Gianelli jumps like that, I would set either the middle or the back row right side because that's where the block is going to get opened up. Really good fast run here. Yeah, really good speed by Lucero. And let's look at Ishikawa's arm swing, man. Look at that. And then it's whippy. Let me put this in full speed for y'all. Full speed, whip. He just opens up, bang, whip. Whoosh. Again, when you have a triple block up there, you got the best option for you to do is learn how to use the block. You need to learn how to use the block, or else, I mean, when you're going against triple blocks, you're going to be screwed because not everyone is Kita, where they can just go over the top of a triple block every time, or Wilfredo Leon, who can go over the top of a triple block every time, or Micheletto, whatever. If you're not going to be able to go OT on everybody, you need to learn how to use the block against a triple block. In system, you need to have range. You need to be able to swing sharp everywhere. Out of system, you need to have range in the sense of you need to be able to adjust and use the block so that you can still score. Because there's going to be some really good triple blocks against you when you're playing at a high level. No way Ishikawa gets a kill there. No, he didn't. Okay. And that's one of the this is one of the swings that Ishikawa doesn't get a kill on. One of the four swings that he doesn't get a kill on, and it's him putting in a 80% roll shot from the back row. It's funny, man. Ishikawa went off of this one. And he's a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. You know, having really, really good range where you can swing super sharp, swing at any angle you want, but then also knowing how to use the block. Again, right here. He's against a good triple block, and so he chooses, you know what? No, I can't really swing hard anywhere, especially with the bad approach that he kind of has. It's like a little bit soft. So he just chooses use the block. Use the block. The art of using the block. How do you do it? What are all your options? What do you need to do? You can, and that's why I think it's really important to put out of system balls tight because you can see the block so much better when the ball's tighter. And you can just use it so much easier. Like if I'm hitting the ball at the 10-foot line and I'm trying to use the block and like, I don't know, chip off of somebody or recycle it or swipe somebody, but I'm at the 10-foot line, I'm screwed. I can't do that. So put them tight, put out of system balls tight and learn how to use the block. Like you just kind of in those scenarios you have to see the block as a tool, like genuinely. Like it's called tooling them because you're using them as a tool for you to score. It's a nice swing. This is like a interesting reverse flow type of thing. And I mean, I don't know if this guy saw that these guys were cheating over a lot, but there's gonna be a gap if they're cheating a certain way. And so you just swing hard on that one. Because that one's a different scenario than the other ones I'm talking about. This one, he's not really looking to use the block. He definitely could, but he's not trying to use the block because it's a broken one. But if it's a stable one, this swing right here in between the blockers would not have scored, and he would have had to do something much different. Hope this makes sense for y'all. Reverse flow Bentara. Ooh, Bentara is a little bit behind him, so he gets blocked here. Gianelli covers it. Somebody puts it up for Semeniuk. I think it goes off his hands. I could be wrong. No, it does not. And Videx loses the set, I believe, but I could be wrong, actually. I don't know. No, I think I actually might be wrong. 22-19. Seems like Videx has all the momentum. They get put out of system here. I feel like this libero needs to be able to handle this serve. It seems like he's a little bit shallow, and it just kind of catches him high, and he's not able to control the angle as well. Lots of diving over there. Yeah, and again, that block's going to be up there. There's not much room to go around it. You have to use the block. That was a decent one, but yeah, I mean, the choice here, what options do you have? Personally, I think the best option is to try and go off of this guy's hand right here, based on where the ball is. Try and go off of this hand right here, the right hand of this middle, and go deep back here, or aim at this hand right here and try and go out of bounds back over here. Okay, you got me? See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm talking about. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Bang. And I mean, in system, you can usually just swing away as long as it's not like a stupid swing. Like if you're swinging and trying to bounce into the sixth spot every single time, yeah, you're gonna get blocked a lot. But if you're taking a bunch of different swings and doing all this, and yeah, shoot, someone got carded. I want to see who got carded and why. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna let this play out because I want to see why someone got a red card. These two are yelling at each other a little bit. Substitution. Substitution. Did the substitution not go in or something? What's happening here? What is happening? Oh, the coach. All right, does this really matter? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy though. Must have been just an incorrect substitution or something, maybe. Who knows? But who cares? Right, so after they get the red card, the other team gets to serve. I didn't realize that. I guess makes sense. So it's kind of like a point getting scored. Hey, okay, okay, okay. Lots of stuff happening here. Lots of stuff happening. It's a mess. It's a mess. But let's see. I mean, it still gives them a chance to get something to happen because the ball's still alive. You know, they still have a chance to score. There are going to be situations that you get put in where you just like genuinely cannot score anymore. And you have to just keep ball alive. That's a really nice block. He just full swung. He swung into the middle there, swing blocks into the middle, completely sells out. And I think, but that's a really good sellout there because watch this, look at this. There's no Bentara anymore. There's two liberos in the back row. There's no longer an option here. So he completely commits on the middle. Bang. I want to see, do you think they talked about it? Maybe they did. Who knows? Overpass, and he just completely commits on the middle. That's really nice. I love that commit. That's high IQ right there. He knows that there's no option back row on the right side. That's beautiful. Phenomenal decision making. Gianelli. Gianelli trying to look like Simone Nikolov, doing his best Nikolov impression there. I love it. Yeah, and like in system you want to swing hard, but again, you need to swing to deep corners, sharp, sharp, and sometimes like in system it's gonna be much harder to use the block and like use it as a tool. Honestly, in system tools, I would I would probably bet that 75, at least 75% of in system tools are lucky kills. I am willing to bet. Maybe it's high. I don't know. I don't know. Just depends on the level, maybe. But let me see if I can show y'all an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, decent. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like right here, Ishikawa probably isn't trying to hit this guy. He probably doesn't see that he's up. Goes into the net, soft blocks. Oh my. Oh my. Lots of crazy stuff. Out of system. Yep, use the block. That's a point. I hope. No, it didn't. But this is the right choice. Okay, he obviously spatched it way out of bounds. But this is the right choice to attack this hand or one of these three hands right here to try and go out of bounds. But yeah, I think that's a great choice. I think it's a great idea of trying to go off the hands there, but obviously it didn't work out. All right, we got 3-2. This is what I'm talking about. In system, got to have range. Range is going to score. In system, range is going to score. Out of system, IQ is going to score, if that makes sense. And vision, because vision out of system is a huge, huge factor. I would have loved to see what Ishikawa would have done if he got set there. That would have been cool to see. In system, so we got a little bit lucky. Oh, we kind of went straight on. Oh my goodness, back. Oh, okay, let's see this one. In system, range scores, deep corners. And out of system, yeah, swing to the deep corner is a pretty trustworthy swing if you know you can go over the block. But like at this level, you're going to be going against a lot of people that you just cannot swing over the top of. Like there's going to be the range of athleticism just kind of thins out, and everybody's extremely athletic at this level. Like there's very few players that are like really, really not physical. But like high school, yeah, of course you can get. Oh my goodness, this is a crazy swing. Really good range. Wow, deep corner. This is a really nice swing. I'm just gonna say this is extremely impressive. Wow, that's cool. Ishikawa with the miss serve. And then he gives him a two pass, Bentara. Like this he'll get away with this sometimes, but it almost gets blocked. It's really close to the block here. That shouldn't I wouldn't recommend taking that swing consistently, but Yeah, because the error, the margin of error is really, really high. Yeah, really, really high with that much of a risky swing. But again, out of system, blocks up there. Another option is recycling it. Tries to, doesn't get it. You got to delay if you're going to recycle. But this guy, this libero, I want to see this real quick. I want to see how much space he's trying to cover here. Yeah, again, it's kind of just a soft push off and then a bad angle. I don't know. Maybe he's got the next one. We'll see. Perfect pass. Perfect pass. Just a slight bit of movement, not a crazy angle. He's not going straight toward the center. It's just a slight angle from here to here. And then he goes with it, gives him space. Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. And middles have to make really quick decisions. Really, really quick decisions because the set is super quick. Um, and yeah, they have to make super, 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 super quick decisions. And if you're a middle, your decisions have to be very precise because you're going to go against probably the biggest blockers usually. But also with that quick tempo, sometimes they won't be up with you. You know, it depends. You have to watch film about that. Ooh, ooh, hello. Did you go off the hand too? Oh, someone went in the net, maybe? Is it in? No way this is inbound. What? Oh my gosh, that was in? Oh my goodness. Wow, you hit that deep corner. Middles, if you can hit deep corners, I want to show you this because when middles are hitting, look at where all the defenders are. The deep corners are completely, completely open. Yeah, also this sharp one is open too, but this right here is open for business. And even when it does go there, like that's a crazy swing, so I don't expect many to get this. But when it comes at them high like that and goes deep, I usually don't play it. Like it's really hard for me to get myself to go for it. Really nice swing. I like how Lucero tracks the ball too. He tracks the ball. Let's see this real quick. He tracks the ball, tracks the pass, and then bang, and then goes, and then goes. When he goes quick. I like that a lot. Ooh, pancake. Figured it out. Who's front row and who's back row right now? What the heck is happening? Sorry, I want to replay this. Let's check this out. Okay, so Bentar is front row. Or yeah, Bentar is front row. Gianelli's back row. Gianelli goes and plays middle, but he's back row. Gianelli's back row there. Yeah, they got real messed up. And this is why I'm not a fan of the craziness of it. Oh no, Gianelli is front row. Bentar, I thought he was back row. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused right now. They're doing a lot of weird stuff with their rotations. I don't like it. Keep it simple. Keep it productive. But right here again, he would have been at a huge disadvantage, and he would have been going against the block. But look at what he's preparing to do. He's preparing to press or swipe right there. Look at that thing. Somebody went in the net. Somebody's in the net. Oh, I feel like he can take care of that pass better. He's flying in there. But yeah, again, Lucer, once he sees where he needs to be, he goes quick. He goes hard, goes quick. I really like that in the middle. I really like that four on middle. Sorry, misspoke a little bit. This isn't a terrible choice. But he just, yeah, didn't work out. Didn't work out because he didn't press enough. Now they're just teeing off. Perugia's just teeing off a bit on the service line. Ishikawa switch where he's serving from because he's just having fun back there. Why not? Yeah, good adjustment. I like this. And like athleticism, he sees the balls this way. He sees this guy swinging there, so he jumps that way. Really nice block there. Ishikawa with a nice serve. Nice serve of 13. Yeah, I wonder how difficult it is to actually have two game serves like Ishikawa does. Because Ishikawa uses this 5 spot serve and that one spot serve pretty consistently. I wonder how difficult that is to do, to adopt. But like having multiple game serves is super important. Oh, it could be super helpful. I mean, sorry. I wouldn't say it's super important. If your normal one game serve is really, really nice, maybe you don't need two, but I mean, why not? Why not have two? Why not have them in your bag? Why not have the choice? Why not have the ability to make a decision? But he tries to get scary. Honestly, I think he's just showing off here. He's just showing off how high he can jump and how cool he is. Whatever, Gianelli, they scored on you. Get good. And boom. Ooh, really flings this puppy back there. Look at how that comes through his hands. Wow. That's an interesting tempo for a player like Bentara, but look at how high that window is still. The speed, there's different elements of a tempo ball or like a set. Okay. This is really high. The window that it's getting hit from is high. It's still high, but the tempo is quick. Like look at the arc of it isn't very high. It's quick. But that doesn't mean like high can mean two things. High can mean super high ball and slow, but high could mean a fast, fast tempo, but it's just like here instead of here. You know what I mean? There's different elements of a set. There's different dimensions. That's why you have to be very, very clear with your communication with your setter as well. Like if you say higher, I could take that as you saying, okay, set it slower, but you have to be very clear with it. Slow, fast, high, low, inside, outside, tight, off the net. Y'all know what I'm saying. Good transition by Demyanenko here. Just goes hard. He goes hard, man. He's a baller. He goes hard. Yeah. And Videx is really trying to chop these guys up a lot with the serves, and it's working. It's working decent. Like, I mean, they've gotten a few tape serves, but it seems like it's working pretty decent. They are kind of getting beat up a little bit, but still. And Bentara with the choppy. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's a tough decision there. Really good take by the middle, just fully immerses himself in it, but he's still pressing. When he's taking that angle away, he's still pressing. I think what Demyanenko sees here is good choice by Gianelli to help because this guy's down, so he should already know, okay, I'm helping with the middle. But yeah, Demyanenko probably could have kept going, maybe where the ball was, who knows, but probably could have kept going with his momentum and hit to the one spot instead there. Back one? No. Look at that move by the middle here. Explodes, goes over. Doesn't know that. Okay. Bentara chops it short again, gets him out of system, gets the overpass. Oof, over the top. This is like a really, I'll say this is a really low ball for Ishikawa, like where he's hitting it from is not his peak. It's a really good adjustment by his body. He crunches those abs up, hits it from lower, still finds a deep corner. Great choice. Great adjustment by Ishikawa. Ishikawa's my favorite player in the world, man. Lepke's starting to get up there though. I really like Eric Lepke, the Canadian guy. He just does some really cool stuff. Aaron Russell's probably one of my favorites as well, but I'm biased because I'm American and I want Aaron Russell to keep balling out and get us a gold medal. Bentara, what a beast. Yeah, not everybody's gonna be able to go OT like Bentara, but even on these, like he's not going to OT. But it's just like a threat that's there is that he could definitely OT you. Really nice there. Really nice there. Good choice. In system. Like even with a big blocker like Gianelli, he's trying to take the cross here, but with how sharp this guy swings, he still can't take it away. Again, like I said, oh no. Oh my gosh. All right, whatever. Ball's coming from here. The set is coming from here. This guy shades over to the cross. Okay. Okay, it just sneaks under there. I thought he got blocked for a second. I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, not the best swing by Ishikawa here. He could have made a more disciplined swing, but hey, it works out. Definitely worked out. Going to the outside. Ooh, did it drop in? It did. It did, in fact, drop into the court. Go to the outside again. I really like, I feel like just the way that he said it, it was like a little bit unconventional. It's unconventional and it's like hard to read. And he fakes out the middle, and Gianelli here gets a zero block, gets a no block, bounce down. Semeniuk, a good dunk by Gianelli. And some people would say this is a carry, but where he takes it from in like up right over top of him or in front of him, and then he's able to do it. And he just goes straight down. What are they yapping over here? What's happening? Damn, they're yapping. They're really arguing over here. Getting mad at each other. I don't know what the heck that about. Dump again. Oh, dang it. If I was Gianelli, I would have dunked it again. I would have probably tried to throw it right here. But yeah, that's his choice. Woo. Really good approach. He gets his feet there, gets around the ball, takes it line. Really nice swing. I want to show you this transition here again. Okay, he's off the block here. He's out here, but look at where he gets his feet to. Okay. And then he turns his body, gets the ball. You want the ball in between the net and you if you're swinging on the right side. Like that's the goal. Because if you just go straight to where the ball is, then you have to really do extra stuff with your shoulder. Ooh, sneaks through the hands there. Come on, Ishikawa, show me a nice block here. And again, this is the same one. This is what I was trying to show you guys. So this is row one. Usually in a normal row one, they would have Ishikawa here hitting on the right side, and then Bentaro would just hit on the outside, and Lucero would just hit middle wherever. But right now they're having Bentaro run all the way around. Are they having him? Okay, so they're just like having him swing from the back row because it just makes more sense. And like, I mean, who cares really? There's not really, no matter what, he's gonna be taking some aggressive swings, and it works out, man. Yeah, that's cool. And I mean, I guess if you are doing that, you might as well make them hit a back row ball because it's almost impossible to cover that or like to cover that much space and like run around that fast and get to the front row there. Yeah, and right here, it's a good choice. Setter's too small. He's trying to either chip off the block or do exactly what he did and go over the top and challenge them on this deep corner. The corners are the weakness in all defenses. Woo! Oh my goodness. Hey. Woo. I got some chili powder getting in my nose. Woo, from the chicken I'm cooking. Oh my goodness. Out of bounds. All right, Bentar back to serve. Missed the serve. Lots of missed serves. Yeah. I don't like the missed serves. Missed serves make me mad. I really like Gianelli throwing this in there because why not? Like, look at where this middle is. He's trying to wait, hit a split step, fine decision. I would say fine decision by all three of these guys because he's waiting, and then okay, yeah, if they throw it in there, it's going to be a less than great connection most likely. Oof, hey, good swing by Pekovic. Just kind of being able to just go up from wherever he is, just jump and swing hard. Take a nice swing. This guy really flings it. Look at how it goes in his hands. Just flings it. I feel like this guy can probably keep the ball a little bit more in front of him so he can really take it line a little bit sharper. But hey, it's still a nice swing. Still scored. Again, what did I tell you back here? But that right there is why when the ball gets to move over here, if you can, going off the hands on this guy's line down this angle is the best swing because that 6'5" defender shifts over. Gosh, that's a beautiful, beautiful choice by Ishikawa there. It's just that's just how the game works. Obviously, if that guy would have stayed neutral, maybe he could have gotten it. But like he's playing the percentages, and then Ishikawa gets a situation where he can go off the line, off the hands there down the line, and it's going to get him a good option. And it's going to get him the point, obviously. Oof, lots of missed serves, man. I do not like missed serves. Yeah, it's good to get out. Oh, is that a full fault? No, it's not. Wow. I thought he stepped on the line there. Hey, all right, let's go. Yeah, Ishikawa. Again, serve 1.5. Yeah, so you guys see what I'm talking about. He has this serve over here, and then he also serves from the one sometimes. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Now you got Plotnitsky coming in to play defense in the back row for Ishikawa. I don't know why, but hey, stuff happens. Maybe Plotnitsky probably is a better defender, maybe a better passer, but he also is, I don't know, Ishikawa's a really good defender and passer, so whatever. Woo. Good swing down the line here. And like this guy's small. This is a really small blocker here. Somebody is going to attack him all the time. At least in my opinion, if I'm Semeniuk in this situation, I'm going to attack him all the time because there's just so much less space that he can cover and take away from me. You know, Bentara out of bounds, lots of missed serves. We got 22-20. Weird one. Plotnitsky gets aced. Yeah, it kind of went high and messed him up. Semeniuk's really just going hard on this line here. Going hard. Here we go. Great swing. And I would say I think this block move could have been much better. I think this guy doesn't need to be making a shuffle move. I think he can make a full swing block move instead here. That's a very small difference, but also he just leaves so much line here after Semeniuk has taken two, three, maybe even four line swings in a row now. Plotnitsky's just in because why not now? Well, it's 22-23. Floater, Semeniuk, Bentara off the hands, off the hands, off the arms more specifically. And again, this is the type of thing where he scrunches down so that the pads kind of overlap and it looks like he's about to set the middle. Really nice tip there. And like when you're tipping, if you can just kind of hold it in your hand a little bit extra, then that gives the block time to move away and develop so that you don't have to like give the defender extra time. So when you're doing that and holding it like that, you're giving the defender less time. And that's game right there. And it's just a situation where, no, okay, this is row six. Bentara from the back row. Blast it to the six. Good game. Thanks for watching.